So welcome back here to Cheltenham Racecourse. Now for race 7 on today's card, an exciting race, the Whiskers 1000, with more than £17 prize money up for grabs, and some fine felines competing for that accolade as we cross to Cat Smith down there by the bookies. Cat, how's the odds looking on number 4, Hordog?
Well, Michael, if I were a betting man, I'd be putting all my money on number 6, Tonga, but I don't bet, and I don't have a cock. Odds are favouring Tonga at 3-1 at the moment, although there's been a late surge in betting on number 7. A bit of a rank outsider here today, that's Fluffy. Now, Fluffy came second last week over in Newmarket, but showed signs that she wasn't up to form yesterday when she started dry retching and coughing up fur balls. So we'll see how things play out today. Drawing the inside lane is Tammy, a rather large and sleek tabby, but controversy over possible use of illegal growth hormones are coming into question. A drugs test has been conducted, and a result of that outcome won't be known until after the race is run, so betting is a little sketchy on her right now. Number 2, Sylvester has been disqualified after it was later revealed that animated characters are not eligible to run. Judges are still baffled how he managed to get through unnoticed at this late stage, but as one official commented, you try spotting a two-dimensional character when it's side on. Number 3, Pilkington from the Rutherford Mangle stable, a sure bet each way at the moment at 5-1, and filling out the rest of field, none of which are expecting to show much clout here today. Number 5, Kitty at 16s, number 6, Boobaloo, and number 9, Nermal, showing odds of 23 and 25-1 respectfully. So there you have it, we should be in for a great race here this afternoon as, sunspot.
Right, thank you, Cat Smith, and getting into the swing of things there as we make our way back onto the course, and I can see the cats now being placed in their boxes. The bad punometer is ready to roll as we prepare for some catty behaviour. Just testing. Right. Well, already we've got a problem. Number 9, Nermal, is having none of this as her owner tries desperately to force her into the starting box. Claws her out and she's hissing like nobody's business. Now she's leapt out of her owner's hands and has bolted for the infield. Well, the rule book says you've got 5 minutes to catch your cat or it's good night, Irene. But wait, it appears the owner, Alan Titswobble, is having none of this piss farting around, and yes, the blinds are going up around the infield and... we've got yet another scratching from the Whiskers 1000, but hey-ho, sometimes curiosity really does kill the cat. So, the rest are now all boxed up and ready. It looks like we'll see the start of this magnificent race any tick of the clock now. Starter grabs the button. A beautiful sunny day here today. Not much wind to speak of, so that mouse has got a pretty easy run as it makes its way to the safety of the finishing flags. The red light's gone up, the mouse is away and off to a good start, and there's the green as the cat flaps fly open for the Whiskers 1000. And getting off to a great start from Tonga, Fluffy and Hordog leaping clear and eyeing their goal. Pilkington, Tammy, Boobaloo all now clear of the box, but Kitty is refusing to budge and remains tucked up inside the box. That's one tight pussy in a very little box. So the mouse has passed the furlong as we see the field start to spread out. And we've lost Pilkington. Pilkington has gone down. Yes, there's a closed peg on her tail and she's now leaping herself, hissing wildly in a predicament. But as we approach the first 100-metre mark, it's Boobaloo leading the pack. But clearly we can see Tammy is lumbering just behind, and she's taken Boobaloo down. Yes, she's just bitch-slapped Boobaloo to the ground, and the fur is flying. This now leaves us Fluffy in the lead, but she's getting boxed in by Hordog and Tonga as they round the corner into the straight. Tonga pushing ahead, and oh my God, Fluffy has bolted off the course. She's made a beeline for the exit, and she's out of here. So now we're left with Tonga as we make it to the final leg of the Whiskers 1000. It's Tonga in the lead by a whisker. Hordog right on her heels. Tonga, Hordog, Tonga, Hordog. She can't quite make it. She's starting to falter. Hordog is down. Hordog is down. She's found the bell around the neck, far too alluring to ignore it any longer, and she's playing willfully, kicking in the air. So it's Tonga all the way, but coming in hard to Tonga, it's Tammy from out of nowhere. Look what the cat dragged in. She's sprinted past Tonga. Eat my fluff, she says, as she sails past the finishing post. A masterstroke performance from number 1 on the inside lane, Tammy. But of course, we're about to find out if her performance here today abides by the Feline Association's guidelines, with that test result due any second now. And finally coming into second place, a gallant effort from Tonga, who has now found the mouse, trotted off to the cafe where she'll play with it for at least 20 minutes before it gets away away by darting under the refrigerator. Now Hot Dog is still captivated by a bell as Kitty finally makes a run for it from her box, darting out and passing the finishing post to place third, leaving Pilkington still desperately trying to get the close peg off her tail. It's not unheard of in these races, so no concessions for her, I'm afraid. Fluffy is reportedly now running down the M25 towards London. I hear the stewards are having trouble tracking her. Then there's Boobaloo, who, yes, the vet is now just over there checking her condition. And yes, she's had her throat slashed, and that's instant disqualification as her limp carcass is removed from the field by Abdul's Curry House. Been there a few times myself. And we'll cross over to Cat Smith in just a few moments, but right now, it's over to the news desk.
75% of all facts are statistically incorrect. Scientology leader admits it's just a bit of piss farting around. And guns don't kill people, rappers do.
This is SYKE News, where the truth of the matter is no longer the cause. With your host, Baron Cleft-Pallet.
Crisis talks ended in disillusionment, followed by an overwhelming sense of frustration last night at number 71 Cotswold Road, where no one was able to find a thesaurus to properly convey their true feelings. The three housemates were unable to come to an agreement as to who owed what of an overdue phone bill. Talks broke down when Smitty sparked up a fat one and proceeded to discuss the philosophical reasons of anti-disestablishmentarianism. When Cy and Kat had had a gutful of his incessant rhetoric, they proceeded to beat him with a sack of new potatoes, which failed to solve the situation at hand. However, made them feel marginally better about themselves, as they were later able to make a lovely soup from it. Young Elijah Slovimpovic continues his courageous battle against lymphatic earbox disease. Last night, he performed before a sellout crowd who thought they had come to see the Elephant Man. When asked what they thought of the one-man show, one person was heard to comment, "I really need to take a piss. When's the intermission?" A 5-year-old girl in the audience was unimpressed and thought Dumbo was much more enjoyable in animation form. Elijah rebuked the poor reviews by flapping his ears and blowing snot over reporters. Weather today for Mars. Strong, blustery planet-wide sandstorms this afternoon. Expected lows overnight of minus 43 degrees. And if you're planning a trek up Olympus Mons, don't forget to pack your Bermuda shorts. And Dr. Pillinger is requesting anyone out and about to keep an eye open for his pet, Beagle 2.
SYKE News. News that goes straight to your thighs.
Welcome back here to the Cheltenham Racecourse with the results of Race 7 pending on a drugs test of number 1 Tammy. It's over to Cat Smith for those results.
Yes, well, it appears there's been an upset. Tammy has been disqualified. The blood tests have actually revealed that Tammy is, in fact, a cheater. Back to you, Michael.
Well, there you have it. The cat's out of the bag, and that means Tunga takes home the Whiskers 1000 Cup. That magnificent gold-plated scratching post. It could have been a catastrophe here today, but a Tunga and a tight pussy certainly know how to bring it on home. And Cat Smith is down there in the winner's circle, about to have a chat with the winner of the Whiskers 1000.
Well, it was a truly marvellous run today, Tunga. Yeah, he was a good boy. You like a good scratch on the belly. Oh, yeah. It's a race that was initially won by Tammy, but as we know, of course, she was disqualified, and I'm with her now. So Tammy, you came in for a nice finish, but to no avail, since you've been pussy whipped by the drugs test. How do you feel about that?
Thank you, Cat, and we'll be back here at the Cheltenham Racecourse a little later on this afternoon for the final race of the day, the always exciting Chipmunk Chuck Wagon Races, which will be even more exciting as the winner of the last race, Tugger, will be chasing the poor little buggers all the way around the track.
You have been waiting for death. To find out more, visit us online, waitingfordeath.net. Copyright Wonkana Productions.